So what's going on with the Airstream? Let's sit down and chat.
Looking at a self-made woman, you should know I got nothing for free in this life. None of us can know what's coming.
The Airstream is not getting anything done in it right now. I'm still waiting for the title to come in my name, and I'm having some difficulty because the Airstream is an out-of-state Airstream. It's still registered in another state, and that takes a little bit longer. Once the Airstream is officially in my name, then the renovations will begin. I am not planning on putting any money into that trailer unless it's actually in my name. I'm not doing the work for anybody else in case there's any problems. So to avoid all the entanglement of things that happen later on, we will be very patient and wait. And I have a video coming up about titles and RVs in the future. I am taking notes about some of the things that I have incurred during this purchase of an older trailer. So stay tuned for that. Once I learned all my lessons, you will be the beneficiary of all the information that I have noted in my iPad about all the things that I've been going through on my own. Anyway, I want to get started with some of the comments that were pretty interesting. And the first one I'm going to read here. I'm going to post the comments up so you guys can see them as well. It says, David M. Hope you will enjoy the refurbishment of the Airstream LED lighting. Yes, most likely we will switch over to LED lighting. I have some lighting from my travel trailer that I purchased when I was out west, and I'm not sure if it'll work in this trailer. Still have to check that out, but hopefully it will, because it would be great. It saved me a lot of money because I spent a lot of money on all the LED lighting from my previous travel trailer. None of that lighting worked in my truck camper, by the way, so they're just sitting there. Okay. Will you replace the clean gray and black water tank? I'm not sure if I'm going to be replacing. I don't think I need to at this point. I'm pretty sure that it's all fine. We will give it a good cleaning, but we have to be at an RV park for that. So that's one task that will have to get done when we get to an RV park, because I don't know what's in there and I don't want to dump it in a bucket at my property. So that's something that will have to come later on. Would you repaint the tail number of the above the word Airstream? Probably not. I don't really like it. I know it's vintage and classic, but I'm going to keep a record of what it is, but I'll probably buff that out and get rid of it. I really don't want it. I just want the Airstream to be nice and sleek and just look clean and modern. I don't want any of this stuff in it. It's not that vintage. It's an 82. It's not from the 60s or the 50s, so it's just old and it needs to be updated is pretty much what it is. How heavy is the camper? I'm not sure, and I don't care. I'm pretty sure I can pull it. I'll get to find that out as time goes by. I have a 2500 and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have any problem pulling it. I'm not investing any more time in the Airstream until I get the title. So I haven't really done more research. I've stopped there. I have other things to do, and once the Airstream title is in my name, then we will move on and proceed from there. And I will continue to give you updates during the preparation of the renovations. Okay. Could sell the items that I'm removing in there, and that's an awesome idea. I am planning on doing that. B5 fan, thank you very much. I will definitely look into selling those items on eBay. Jerry Brown, he said, how much did you pay? I don't want to get into the price. I paid, it was listed for $89.95. I paid below that. I'm not going to get into the price at this point because I'm still having some issues with the title. So once it's all said and done, we will discuss that in the future, and I'm also going to discuss what's going to cost to refurbish, remodel this Airstream. Okay. And Lise Pirtle says, very nice Airstream. Christian is getting to an age he does not need mom so much in his life. Keep the Airstream for yourself and let him live in it while the two of you work on fixing it up. He may not even be interested in living in it on a permanent basis. It will be a good time to figure out what he wants to do with his life while you still keep an eye on him. Good luck with the project. It's fun for us to follow the progress. Thank you very much. Yes, I agree. Risha needs to be more self-dependent and more self-reliant. And I don't even know if he's going to want to live here in the future. I don't know if he's going to want the Airstream. It might be too big for him. Something like a truck camper might be better for him. We don't know. We know that it was a good price. I really like it a lot. I love this model in particular. You know, things change in life, and having this is a great option in the future, whether I want to travel with somebody else or you know, park it here, rent it out, or live in it myself. So there's a lot of options there, and I'm just going to let time develop and see what comes of that. But I know I have more options with an Airstream than I do with some junky old aluminum trailer. Charlie Porch says, you have so many things you want to do. I would not paint any cabinets on you to try to clean them. Amazon and other sells new cleaners that work so well. I would also try to keep as much as I could of the original look. As far as the refrigerator, a compressor, one at 5 cubic feet. Also consider a Coleman AC with heat strip. Keep what you can to make it beautiful. RVs, planning, and truck campers is my hobby. I do a lot of research. Thank you for everything you're doing. Before you do anything, planning and execution is crucial. Best of luck. I have reconsidered on some of the woodwork in there for the cabinets. We are going to paint the walls and try to lighten it as much as possible. So I will be making decisions as to what is going to be done or not. I don't think I'm going to be painting the woodwork for now. Anything some like laminate in there, I don't like it. It looks like wood, but it's not. It's laminate. That will probably either get painted or covered up in some way. Carl says, remember a lot of RV parks won't let older rigs in. Call before going. Yes. That is one of the reasons I am putting the Airstream to the test, and I decided on that because I'm also going to try to break barriers with something like an Airstream, an older Airstream that's beautiful and elegant, and see what the problem is at RV parks with this ridiculous regulation that some parks have. So that'll be interesting to watch in the future and see if we have drama because of it. A nice Airstream. I'm looking forward to see what Christian and you do to remodel it. If you don't have any propane that will limit boondocking in a big way, have fun remodeling your Airstream. Bob. I'm considering solar panels for in the future. I don't want to have propane in there because Christian is not at the level yet where he cooks, and much less with propane. Plus, I don't know what the propane lines in there are like. So at this point, we have a butane stove that he can work his way to. But first, he has to be reliable and independent and safe. Safety first. So he will eventually graduate to that. He has cooked in the house, but that's electric and it's in the house. Him being by himself over there with the open flame is a little scary for me. That's something that he has to grow and mature into. So for right now, I don't want any propane in there. And I'm not saying that I'm going to get rid of the propane lines. I never said that. Some people suggested that. I just said I didn't want propane appliances in there. I never said I was getting rid of the propane lines. The propane lines will still be in there. There's just not going to be a propane tank in there. I could bring my barbecue tank, which is a 20-pound tank that was in the travel trailer that I had. I could bring that with me over on the front area where the propane goes, and I could use it out for outdoor cooking if I wanted to. So yes, it will. We still have the option of propane, but while he's living in it, I don't want a propane tank connected, and I will not be removing the propane because in the future, if I do decide to sell it or rent it or whatever, I still do want the propane lines in there. Todd Ramsey said, I object, you need a stove and burners. What is your reason for taking it out? I just said why. The stove, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the stove yet. We did find in there another awesome space, and I'll show you that in another video. It's like a pull-out workspace in there that's behind in the cabinets, and that means I don't have to do the butcher block top that I talked about in my other video for the cabinet. So we might actually leave the oven in there. I don't know if it works. We'll have to put it to the test. I looked at it really well, and it's not in bad condition. What looks the worst is the front door. So if I can't get the front door clean, I might be able to find just the front door and replace the front door of the oven, because if I do rent it, it will probably be the best thing. The one in my truck camper, I use it for storage, but I do like the fact that it's in there for whatever reason. If I was to take it out, I'd probably try to sell it as an original Airstream oven and see if somebody wants to buy it and see how much somebody would be willing to pay me for something like that. So these are all things that I will bring on the channel, and I'm learning, and you'll be learning and getting the benefits out of my learning experiences, and I pass on all of these things that I'm learning in the process as well. This is Scott Denny. He says, look under. Airstreams rot from the ground up, and check the floor. That's where they rot. I did look at the underside and everything looks fine. There is a section in the bathroom when you walk in that has a slight, I want to say a slight slope, and it's right where the bathroom is, and where the bathroom is there's no caulking where the tub is, so I'm assuming if somebody was taking a shower in there, the water was getting in there. There could be some rotten wood there under the rug. That's the first place we're going to cut the rug out of to see what's in there, and I will bring that to you also the day that we do that. But I'm thinking that if that wood is rotten, that's probably the only place that's rotten there, and that's because of the water coming in from the shower that's there. So I'm pretty confident that this RV was well taken care of. I don't think it moved for a while. This license plate said 2000, so they weren't moving it for quite a few years. They had it either parked somewhere indoors or something. It's just in too good a condition. Nam Dang says, I think paint white, it looks better for the interior of a vintage Airstream. I agree. I think these Airstreams should be nice and bright inside, and with the woodwork makes it dark, but I could paint it white, and then that will compensate for the darker wood that's in there. So definitely going to be doing that. How does the frame look? The frame looks good. I forgot to post that clip. I did get underneath when we were looking at the Airstream, and it looked really good, and that was before I even considered buying it. I just got underneath to look at it because I was interested in it, and then I was like, man, the frame looks pretty good. The jacks underneath are the older style jacks, and they are very rusted, so those do have to come out, and I do have to replace them with the newer style jacks. And I've been really interested in trying to get some ideas for some Airstreams. I want to be able to sit down with Christian and discuss some of the things that we want to do. Once we narrow it down to some of the ideas that we got from Princess that we want to do on the Airstream, then before we wrap this video up, I want to say to everybody who's been buying stickers from me, thank you very much. I appreciate all your support. It helps tremendously, and it's going to help me a lot to be able to get this Airstream fixed and ready to get on the road. Every little bit that you put in to support this channel is going back into the channel to do all the things that I love to do. I don't have Patreon. I really don't have the time right now to set up a Patreon account, even though I have a million and one ideas that I want to do, but right now I travel and I have so many things going on, and some things that I have to do with Christian when he gets back. I just don't have the time for that right now. So thank you for your generous support. I appreciate every one of you who've supported to the channel, and any of you who are considering doing that in the future. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I have more coming up about the Airstream and the title. Like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please share it, and please subscribe.